Our message today is really simple. We want legislation to ban smartphones from schools. Scotland is behind everywhere else in the world. It's really important that we safeguard children and provide learning environments where they can really thrive.
We hear a lot about the dangers of social media in quite a vague sense. Can you spell out for us what are those dangers? What are we protecting our children from?
75% of Scottish 15-year-olds have seen a beheading video on social media. There's cyberbullying, there's dangers from... sorry, I forgot my flow there.
That's right, we can start again.
Yeah.
Could you spell out for us what exactly are the dangers that we're protecting our children from?
So 75% of Scottish 15-year-olds have seen a beheading video. There's cyberbullying, there's the danger of engagement with harmful material, there's grooming, there's distraction, there's all sorts of issues. Smartphones are really genuinely dangerous devices, and it's really important that they're removed from schools.
Do you have any hope that the Scottish Government will listen to you, given that, we've got Labour, we've got Tories, we've got a lot of activists, a lot of politicians for a long time now urging the government to ban phones in school?
I think that there's a really clear shift, and there's a consensus now that something needs to happen. Scotland is behind the rest of the world on this. You look at what's happened in England, in Spain, in France, Australia. The rest of the world is ahead of Scotland on this, so they need to catch up.
Do you have children, and how much do you worry, if so, about what they are seeing online?
My children are 6 and 9, so they're still very young for smartphones, but I have family members who are older, who are tweens and teens, and I worry a great deal about what they have access to. We all know what our phones can do and what they're capable of, and these machines are built to be addictive dopamine machines, so I'm really worried about what could happen to young people today.
There's a lot of talk recently about banning social media for under 16 following moves in France and Australia. Given your calls for a ban in schools, is a ban on social media also a thing you would like to see?
Yes, I think that's absolutely necessary. I think social media has been shown to be more addictive than gaming for young people, and I think that the things that they can access and the things that people can do to them, they can be groomed. So there's a real danger from social media. So yeah, absolutely needs to be a ban for under 16s.
You will be at this round table today and you will meet the Education Secretary. What will you say to her?
I will be saying that we need to support and implement a ban on smartphones across Scottish secondary schools and primary schools today.
What do you think the danger is if the Scottish Government doesn't implement a ban?
The danger across Scotland is that you have already created a 32 local authority postcode lottery for education and delivery of policy around smartphones, which is impacting on children, teachers, parents and families.
And do you think the Scottish Government will listen to you?
I think the strength of feeling has changed. I think there is a significant level of motion in Scotland off the back of what is happening in the House of Lords, off the back of what has happened in English schools, and I think parents are becoming wise and teachers are becoming wise to the harms of smartphones in our education system, and it's hurting children.
And do you yourself have children?
Yes, I do.
And how much do you worry about what they're seeing online?
The issue is massive. It is affecting sleep, it is affecting future prospects, attention span. This colours everything to do with our education system and our families, and it should be something the whole of Scotland is concerned about changing.
Some people would argue that it's a parent's responsibility to police what their kids do online. What do you think of that argument?
Absolutely agree. It is a parent's responsibility, but what we also have to do is protect their education. And at the moment, education is driving the decisions that parents unfortunately have to make around engagement with a smartphone through homework, through assessment, and through checking on their children's progress at school.
Another policy idea that's gaining traction is a social media ban for under 16s.
Yes.
Is that something you would support?
Absolutely. That is a cornerstone of everything we're trying to do to safeguard our children, which is a major part of this. There's a completely unknown safeguarding risk that we are all affected by in our education system and our lives, and it's just not being picked up. Social media ban for at least under 16s has to happen. There's no movement on that.
You're going to be part of this roundtable today. You will meet the Education Secretary, a person who has real power to implement the things that you want to see. What will you tell her?
Yeah, so I think that we really are calling for a statutory ban of phones in schools. This is something that parents want, teachers want, even young people themselves want now. Scotland's really lagging behind the rest of the world. This is a safeguarding issue. The current guidance, which says that phones should be seen and not heard, just isn't effective. And so this is really something that is an easy win for government now, and it's time that we protect children.
What are we protecting children from, and what impact would a ban have?
Yeah, so I think that most people can agree that phones don't have a place in schools, anymore. It's the most addictive, distracting device that's ever been created. So it's very difficult to focus. If you can just watch Netflix, chat to your friends. But it's also, this huge safeguarding issue. So for children who, might be filming each other, that can be uploaded to the internet, in a second. But also for teachers, they're also at risk of being filmed. And of course, what the kinds of things that they can be exposed to. So for children, as a parent, if you're sending your child to school, you're hoping that they're going to be safe, they're going to be looked after. But when there isn't a ban, that just is no longer an option, and it really comes down to neglect. So I think that having this ban, it means that it's no longer a postcode lottery. Like wherever you are in the country, you know that your child will be safe at school, and that is their right.
Do you worry about your own kids and what they're seeing online?
Yeah, absolutely, and my own children have been exposed to things on other people's phones. So it is something that affects everyone. This isn't just something that happens in particular schools or particular areas. This is on every child's phone. It's very, very difficult to set up a phone to be really safe for children.
What are the consequences if the Scottish Government doesn't come up with a ban?
Yeah, so I think that we're going to continue to see more children being exposed to harmful content. We're going to see more children, suffering with their mental health, more children with ADHD, more children being, not able to focus and less able to have positive relationships where the friends around them are all just looking down at their phones the whole time.
Given that the Scottish Government have been facing these calls for what seems like a long time now, and when I was in school, I was on my phone, I remember that getting in trouble. Do you think they're dragging their feet on this?
Absolutely, yeah, they are. This is something we have been calling for a very long time, and it was, last August that the guidance for phones in schools was updated, but only very slightly. They say that they are supporting head teachers in school, but support means resources, it means funding, it means actually, creating legislation that is going to support them.
Pam, so why have you chosen to chair this roundtable today?
The Scottish Conservatives have been leading the charge on banning mobile phones in school for the last couple of years. And I've been working on this in the West of Scotland region for the last couple of years as well with the councils. And today, I'm sponsoring a round table that has got experts from health, education, parents will be present, young people as well, and hopefully the Cabinet Secretary Jenny Gilruth as well. I think it's very important that the Scottish Government need to listen to these expert voices that what the harm mobile phones can do in schools. And we already know, and we've heard many times, that mobile phones do affect children in different ways. There could be mental health issues, there could be behaviour issues. We know there is a lot of that right now, violence in our schools, but we mustn't forget safeguarding issues. Children, need to be safeguarded, and we also know that there is cases already being brought forward in different places in relation to child safeguarding. So the Scottish Government need to listen to parents, need to listen to these experts and ban mobile phones in schools. If Northern Ireland Minister can basically back campaigns like smartphone, childhood, I think everybody else can do it as well, and the Scottish Government need to now listen and take charge of this issue at this moment.
And what are the dangers that you're so worried about that you want to solve with a mobile phone ban in schools?
I think, like I said, there's many dangers, but one of the probably most prominent things that are coming out is all the behaviours in schools right now, the violence in schools. You can see that, and I've got that right now. Last couple of weeks it's been reported in West Dunbartonshire in the West of Scotland region that violence is getting out of hand in schools. The teachers need to be equipped with the right, basically, powers to deal with this, and the Scottish Conservatives have always been on the side of making sure that the schools have the right education, the right infrastructure and the right powers. But at this moment, the Scottish Government is failing the children out there and failing parents as well. And that's why I think these safeguarding issues are very important, and that's where mobile phones need to be banned from schools, and the Scottish Conservatives are completely behind that.
You want the Scottish Government to ban mobile phones in schools. Yesterday, Anna Sarwar called on the UK Government to ban social media for under-16s. Is that a policy you would like to see?
I think, to be honest, the social media banning, I have to say that Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party, was first out there, right, to say that we need to ban social media for under-16s. I am totally for that, absolutely backing Kemi Badenoch, but also not just the Conservatives in the UK government, but also here in Scotland. We want to make sure that we're backing it as well. And just today, I got a response from the Minister Natalie in relation to banning social media for under 16s. And the response was basically the same old, same old. Let's get evidence, let's see what everybody else is doing. No, we need to be groundbreaking here in Scotland, right? We need to protect our children. We need to have safeguards in place, whether it's under 16 social media ban and banning mobile phones from schools.